Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Yeah, so they said Omoye went to the Ooni of Ife and beg on behalf of Ebony, right? And they said this did not happen until Ebony brought the box for which she had some clothes, okay? According to what they said there was a top inside that box that actually belonged to Olori Naomi. According to what she said that the top was, she loved that top so much she wanted to make the top. She has made the top, and so they asked, if you have made that top, why didn't you return it to the owner? Now, because of the fact that Omoye intervened and they begged Kabiyesi, they have begged Kabiyesi to temper justice with mercy, that Ebony is their own. That how would they even look for, history to record it that she was stripped of her immunity? Because stripping a woman married to an Oba of immunity is like stripping them of royalty and stripping them of everything, because you're basically taking away all their, privileges and everything. So they really begged, and they had to meet with the Council of Obas and the Ooni of Ife over the weekends to beg on behalf of the Ooni of Ife. Of Ebony. And they said the Ooni of Ife and the council, they said that according to what we are hearing, that Ooni of Ife say yes, that stripping her of immunity is to ensure that, whatever these women do will be on their head, that he is not divorcing them, that this is something they need to write clearly and understand, that he's not divorcing any one of them, that this is completely different from divorce. You will still be entitled to living in the palace. You will still be entitled to do your public engagement. You will still be entitled to some of the privileges, even though not all. You will still be called the Ooni of Ife's wife. That how it's just immunity and all of that. And they sorry, the Omoyes, they said yes, they know, they understand the explanation, but they do know that maybe people outside may not know, but Kabiyesi himself knows that when you remove immunity from a woman, it's almost like taking away everything. That Kabiyesi should, come up with another punishment for Ebony that is not immunity. And please. Now, from the very beginning, I spoke to you, I told you how important and how, how strong the voice of the Omoye is in Ile-Ife. It's very, very strong. Politically, it's strong. Spiritually, it's strong. In terms of even Oba selection, it is very strong. They are very, very strong. Now, because Ooni of Ife could not tell them, no, I will not, because, it might seem somehow that they even intervened, they begged, Kabiyesi did not do anything. We heard that Kabiyesi came up with a judgment that, okay, Ebony should relocate to the UK, all face this disgrace. Now, relocating to the UK is not even the problem. Ebony has always stayed in the UK. How long does she even stay in Africa? If not for the fact that she just had a baby and she's wanting the baby and father this thing to born, right? How long does she even stay here? So relocating back to the UK is not even supposed to be a problem. But let me tell you where the problem lies. Kabiyesi said if she relocates back to the UK, when she is coming back to Nigeria, she's coming straight to her own family house, not the palace. She does not have the freedom to stay in the palace again as her home. But Kabiyesi, can invite, or if everybody wants to return back to Nigeria, Kabiyesi will give her time and date and tell her how long she is going to stay. And throughout the period that she will stay in the palace, she'll be under a very serious scrutiny, right? And they said Ebony wept. And this will not be the first time. It looks as though Kabiyesi had, proposed this before, but she did not agree. So these are the two criteria right now. So Ebony is between the lion and the deep blue sea, and she needs to choose one. But there is a problem with that. If she chooses not to, for her immunity not to be removed, but she will not enter the palace and be as wife to the palace and continue to live in the palace like she has been doing with all the privileges and all of that. There is a problem also with that, because Ebony is somebody that has been seen as one of the best things that have happened to Kabiyesi by herself, okay? And a lot of these local people, they have so much respect for her. And palace has always been like a home for her for the last, decade, 10 years right now. And how is it possible that she can agree to be thrown out or to be flung out of the palace just like that? And, how is it even possible? She would not. Ebony is egocentric. They say she's very kind as well, as we are hearing, if the information is correct. But she has this thing that makes her feel like the best thing that has ever happened to Kabiyesi. And because of that, she may never take the other option. But Ooni of Ife made it clear to the Omoya that this is what he is going to do. This is what he intends to do. And this is what should be. And so it's up to Ebony to take it or leave it. So right now, it's between her moving to the UK and staying there and only coming back to Nigeria when she is permitted to come back, or allowing the immunity to be removed so she can stay in the palace like she has always stayed as wife to the Ooni of Ife. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Dela Ram. I bring you fresh and spicy gist from the south, still on the royals. How are you guys doing? I appreciate you. Happy New Week to you. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. So this is the situation of things right now. I mean, it is not easy for Ebony. They say Ebony was crying, and Ooni of Ife concluded with Omoya that this is the other option that he has got for Ebony. If Ebony wants to take it, there is no problem. Ebony should go ahead and take it, but they are still his wives. Everything remains the same. Nothing is going to change apart from some of those privileges that will be taken away from her. There's no need for her to be too hard on herself. They say cry when she cry. That was how they concluded with Omoya. And Omoya, they say them too, they have tried. Going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.